From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, Week 12 of the NFL. Taking on the New York Giants. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Ready?
Already here, they'll audible to something else. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. This defense for the Vikings, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Big Lion.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a second straight play. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
Panther Street. Panther Street.
Hyatt goes in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Watch out for Hill on the return. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Transfer 80. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
First down, Minnesota.
Buffalo 18. Rig alert. Rig alert.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down, Vikings.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hockenson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Trap alert. Check smash. Ready.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Go, Reed. Go. Bronco switch. Alert.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Cougar 19. Check, Bobcat. Check.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And this returnable for Hill. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Come on. Hey. 19, 18. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to find Jordan Addison that time, and it's 3rd and 5. You talk about this giant defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here.
Trap 60, trap 60, trap for 11, trap for 11. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And they'll get to it after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Get it!
He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 3rd down, Barkley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A throw over the middle, taken in.
Hurry, hurry!
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 Titans, 19 Titans.
They'll set up to throw. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson with career touchdown number 60. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
14. Giants nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready!
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo? There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Here we go, here we go.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Go check, go check. Hey, smash Broncos. Ready, ready?
They'll go to Barkley again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively, and now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively, they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. It's Barkley on the counter. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 46 yards. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
21. Giants nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Again, it's Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
21. Giants nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second-half blowout material. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Rashad Bateman from 8 yards out. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0.
28. Giants nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Roll, roll, roll. Hurt, hurt. Right there, hurt.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now 3rd down and 7.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Hill to return it. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going deep for Bateman. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 66 yards.
66 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw again. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Vikings open the lead up to 34-0. Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Giants nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Big Lion. Go.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 brings up 3rd.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters.
Got it. Ready?
A gift to Barkley out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Now this throw caught left side, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, right at the 40. Hands it off out of the gun. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. And quickly, they get to the line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And the Vikings 1st down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Check, 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 check. Go.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. force. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Ready.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Running left, it's Barkley. There he goes, left side. He's on his way. Saquon Barkley. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time. They've got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Trap 50, trap 50. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Vikings 42, Giants 7.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. 169 yards rushing for them now in the ball game. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Panther Street. Ready?
A handoff, Barkley running left. And this will be a Giants 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street. Go.
Barkley, inside handoff. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away.